Yeah, good evening, one and all. So now we are going to discuss with the memory allocation, and garbage collection in this topic. So before going to this topic, we recall that previous section. Previous session we discussed about the linked list. What is the importance of linked list and what kind of functions available in linked list? What kind of parts we have to see in linked list and introduction part. Now we are going to the memory allocation in a linked list, how we can use of this one. So first we have to know the what is the garbage collection. So garbage collection importance what is and what kind of functions we have available in this. So the maintenance of a linked list in a memory assumes the possibility of inserting a new nodes into the list and hence requires some mechanism which provides unused memory space of the new nodes. See, most of the cases we have to see the nodes space. So some mechanism it provides unused memory space. So in nodes unused memory space also there. So how we can maintain so that kind of things. So the mechanism is required to hereby the memory space of deleted nodes becomes available for the future use. So the same nodes can be available for the future use also. So how we can use together with the linked list in a memory. A special list is maintained with consist of unused memory cells. The list which has its own pointer is called as the list of available space or the free storage list or the free pool. So this is the main thing together with the linked list in a memory. A special list is the maintained which is consisting of unused memory cells. This list which has its own pointer that is called as a list available space or the free storage list or the free pool. This is the how problem occurred in linked list. Suppose linked list are the implemented by the parallel arrays. Suppose linked list are implemented by the parallel arrays and insertion and deletion are to be performed linked list. Then the unused memory cells in the array will also be linked together, form a linked list using a avail. That function is called as a avail function. It's a list pointer variable. Such a data structure will be denoted by data structure is denoted by the like this list. In this list we have a info and a link and a starting point and available point. So here is a, for example, info is called as a bed and the link is here. So the starting point is from the 5. Here is the Adam. His name is the Adam and the available point is the 10. So here is the totally different names we have seen here and the link how we can see here. So the starting point is Adam. So 2 is the link 2 is connected with the 2 and link 6 is connected with the 6 in a bed. So here is the available 10 points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So total points are the 12 locations. So in this, how we can perform the memory allocation. So suppose some memory spaces become the reusable because of a node is deleted from a list or entire the list is deleted from the program. So space is needed to be available for the future. So in this, if you are deleting or if you are entire deleting from the no from the program in a node, that space, that node space, we have to useful for the in future. So one way to bring this is immediately reinsert. Reinsert also option is there. The space into the first storage list. That same whatever you are deleting that can be insert the first storage list. However, this method may be too time consuming for the operating system of the a computer, which may choose an alternative method. That is as follows. The operating system of a computer may periodically collect all the deleted space onto the free storage list. Any technique which does this collection is called as a garbage collection. The technique is called as a garbage collection. That garbage collection takes place into two steps. First, the computer runs through the all list, tagging those cells which are currently in a use, and the computer runs through the memory, collecting all the untagged space onto the free storage list. The garbage collections may take place when there is only some minimum amount of space or no space at all left in the free storage list, or when the CPU is ideal, when the CPU is ideal has time to do the collection. So, for example, here we can see here the garbage collection may take place when there is a only some minimum amount of space. Minimum amount of space is the collection, or no space at all left in the free storage list. Free storage list, no, it's not left. When the when the CPU is ideal, when the CPU is the ideal, has time to do the collections. So, for example, see computer programs. Computer programs, we are collecting the garbage, deleted space, and periodic collectors. So, we are available list we are using. Then we have to reutilize of our garbage collection. Take space available list. So, in this we have to study the overflow and underflow condition of garbage collection. Sometimes new data are to be inserted into the data structure, but there is no available space. We don't have any space, available space. The storage list is empty because of the list is empty. The situation is called as a overflow. Sometimes new data are to be inserted in a data structure, but there is no available space. That is called as a overflow. Please remember this word. This is very important. The programmer may handle overflow by printing the message overflow. In such a case, the programmer may then modify the programmer by adding the space to the underlying arrays. So overflow will occur with the linked list when the available equals to null and there is an insertion. At the same time, underflow. So the term underflow refers to the situation where one wants to delete data from the data structure that is empty. That is the empty. The programmer may handle underflow by printing the message underflow. So here is the very simple. The term underflow refers to the situation where one wants to delete the data from the data structure that is called as a empty. The programmer may handle overflow by printing the message underflow. The underflow will occur with a linked list when start equals to null and there is a deletion. So this is the about of memory allocation and garbage collection of linked list. So the present session we discussed memory allocation, garbage collection, what is the importance of memory allocation in a linked list, and what kind of mechanism we had seen here. The garbage collection importance, how it is important, and how it is a representation of garbage collection in the following things, and what is mean by overflow, what is mean by underflow also we studied here. Then next session we have to go for the linked list operations. So this session is concluded. Thank you.